you ever met Benny Johnson?
Yeah, I've done videos with him. It's on my Instagram.
Oh, okay. I want to have you talk about him today because he got the business.
Now the thing
Baby
is,
put
like, he always give me shout outs. He played my videos on a couple of his episodes, and he always give me shout outs and all the time. So I don't want to say nothing bad about him, but I do have questions.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you sit this one out, but you guys talk about
Okay, yeah,
people,
go
okay?
ahead.
All right. So, Mr. Rippy, for those of you that don't know, he's very connected in the conservative spaces. So he has met a lot of these people. Have you met Milo before we go to the
Yeah, I
next?
have, man, Milo. I
Ah, all
love
right.
that guy.
Me too. He seems pretty nice to me. People be saying bad things, but Milo is a former homosexual and now he switched gears. Let's hear what he had to say about Betty.
About the right wing in this country is its homosexual overtones. Benny Johnson posts pictures of his children every 2 days. It's weird. And everybody knows what went on with Benny Johnson in those lobbies and in those hotel rooms at SAS. Everybody knows.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Men, younger men, not underage. At least I don't know that. His wife was crying drunk in the lobby 3 SASs in a row about how her husband was upstairs with boys.
Come on.
Like, go ask her.
Come on.
Go ask her.
Come on, Milo.
Go ask her.
Milo, aren't you ever
And
scared of getting sued? You say
Yeah,
some
let me-
crazy.
let me-
I'm sitting here like I am humbled by the lore
tell you-
and your ability.
The audacity,
to
just
like,
to-
I mean, like, there's no teapots in this room right now to express how I feel.
George, I have said these things about people for 20 years and never once in my career been sued. I've issued 3 corrections in my entire journalistic career because I get my facts right, and people know that they do not want to go through discovery.
Actually, I want to say this.
I've never been sued for anything I've ever said about anyone.
The one thing I can,
humbled
I need
by
to say this. I need to say
Because
this.
I'm right.
The most terrifying thing about Milo.
All right. So we covered this on the new party before about the Grinder app during the RNC. Skeptic, this is your favorite subject. What do you think about these allegations of Benny Johnson? Do you think they're real? Do you think he's undercover? Do you think this is like revenge against him?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Benny Johnson is. I don't listen to conservative people like that. But I'm gonna tell you something, because I had a friend of mine when I was in college who was gorgeous, by the way, and I thought he was hitting on me for the longest time, and he was gay. And he, like, where I went to college at, it was a big military town, and he used to tell me when guys would come in and they'd be handsome military men, he'd be like, I've had him, and with their wives and kids. And I would see the eye contact, or like they would go to the restroom and, like, bump into each other. This is a very real thing. Like, I believe that there are people that are like live a double life, and like you never know. Milo is a crazy unhinged person, I will say. He says a lot of crazy stuff. I actually have listened to Milo before, wildly enough. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I always say, let the proof come out. We got to see some proof. I did hear that he said something about Nick Fuentes, didn't he? He like alleged that he was gonna release some stuff. I need to
I'll
see
play
that.
that one. I'll play that one next because we have mixed feelings on old Nick over here. We have mixed feelings. But anyways, I'm gonna play this quartering clip and then I'll let the guys respond because I'm not gonna let the guys go after that one. But this is what the quartering had to say, breaking down the allegations.
Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I know I've been critical. I've had some barbs I've sent Benny Johnson's way in the past, but those are always kind of based out of jealousy and pettiness. And really, it was amounting to like, ha ha ha, clickbait. Nothing ever like that would be kind of evil or with the idea that, trying to hurt him in some way. And I've even apologized to him for those comments I made in the past. And we're good. We've talked. We're good. But on Friday and through the weekend, there was a coordinated op to smear him as somebody who is not a family man. I don't know how many kids he has, 4, 5, 6. Seems like he's having another kid every couple of weeks. Not as a family man, but as a man who enjoys spending his time with other men. This is not anything I've ever heard before. However, I mean, the meme about Grindr crashing at the RNC is real. And I think that while I don't have the same issues that maybe some of the more conservative people do about gay folks Hey, I mean, I think we all agree, as long as they're Team Turf, we're probably going to get along just fine. But I think this is a part of a bigger op. Let me just go back to Butler, Pennsylvania. A shot nearly took the president's life. Then at Mar-a-Lago, a man in the bushes, right? Just a little while later. I'll get the timeline. Was it a little bit before? No, it was a little while later, I think. Yeah, a little while later. We had the assassination of Charlie Kirk on September 10th.
So pretty much, I mean, I feel like he's trying to connect some conspiracies. Ken, do you think that this is a distraction? Are there any connections? I mean, it was weird he brought all that up. But Benny does have 5 kids, guys. So that's the other thing to add. That's what he was basically saying.
I think the issue is that many people just don't understand the spectrum that sexuality is on. And when you show up in certain political ideologies, people don't know that those things tend to fold into each other. Based on the history of humanity, when we look at Roman culture, Babylonian culture, people that usually deal in the Senate and deal in high-profile positions tend to be more androgynous than we like to believe. And especially when you hold very hard views on things, every solid has a backside that's fluid. So the moment I hear people have these firm positions about things that concern other people, I know that the other side of their shadow, they do that same behavior. That's just how it is. And I hope that we can get to the space to where manhood, masculinity, or certain things, they don't overlap with each other. I know these people play in this area, right? Every time there's a Republican National Convention, a Grindr app goes crazy. That's for a reason, because you're so hard conservative that you put that so much pressure that the other side has to activate. Everybody has a shadow side, Joe. Everybody. And the harder you are on the front, the more fluid you're going to be on the back. That's just what it is.
Oof. So Ken, do you believe the allegation? Yes or no? Go.
Yes.
Ooh.
He did that shit.
85, what's your thoughts? You are a strong Republican man. Do you believe these allegations, or is this an agenda, an attack on the left to smear the right? You're muted there.
Damn, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm saying when the proof comes out, the proof comes out. I mean, it is what it is. I do
Come on,
believe
Slim.
the allegations, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, be who you are, but don't try to act like that shit is normal. But yeah, I don't know, man. But the proof is out. So I just leave it at that.
Okay, I have one last clip on this topic. This is like really painful. Here we go.
A little different. And the reason why I'm going to be talking about this, it's about Benny Johnson, who is a MAGA influencer and really a MAGA mouthpiece, as a propagandist. Someone has actually tweeted that they have had a male-on-male encounter with Benny Johnson. I'm going to bring you those tweets. He has said in the past, he's alleged that Michelle Obama, he's said this so many times, was born male. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with being born male and then later on in life realizing you are in the wrong body and as an adult changing how you reflect how you feel about yourself to the world. I think that's fine. What's not okay is implying that someone is transgender when they're not as a way to attack them. Okay? So what Benny Johnson has done before is kind of similar to what he's doing now to himself. And yes, as the title says, it's been alleged that Benny Johnson, who likes to parade around his children like props, his little children as props, here it is. Yep. Look at me. I'm so straight. I've got kids. I'm just a dad. It turns out that Benny Johnson is either gay or bi. And I am sick of the MAGA hypocrisy because he's all Christ is king, and please, he says also other things like, young men, if you want to be an immovable mountain, strong alpha male, I beg you to find a woman.
We're just going to cut right to it. If you want to be an immovable mountain in your life, if you wish to be a strong alpha, I beg you, find a woman.
It sounds like he's trying to convince himself. Now, there's also other reporting that has shown that Benny Johnson very well has looked up male-on-male activities. Before we get to that, I just want to show you that Benny Johnson, even when he's a reporter, sucked at it. The reason why he got fired from BuzzFeed was from plagiarizing. Now, the interesting thing is the reason why he got fired for plagiarizing is because he got mad at someone plagiarizing his work. And then as it says here, you see these tweets, they got mad. He's like, oh, you wrote what I wrote. Okay. Johnson was accused of being a serial plagiarist in his own right, which led to his firing BuzzFeed late last week. If it weren't for his efforts of two Twitter users known simply as Bleepla Bloplo and Crushing Bort, there's no telling when Johnson's flawed work would have been noticed. And if it weren't for Johnson's criticism of another outlet's plagiarism, the duo probably wouldn't have been compelled to trawl through his BuzzFeed archive.
Doc, do you think two things can be true? I believe he loves his kids. He's a family man. He's showing family values. But do you think it's an act, or do you think that this is, he's really a good family man?
Nah, I kind of agree with Ken. I think this is like historically just what these people in this realm do. I also think it's weird though. Like, I'm not really into like going into people's bedroom. Like, that ain't really no personal concern of mine. Like, I don't really care what people do, who you do it with. It don't really got no concern for me. But I mean, like you said, Milo used to be gay. I mean, if you suck a dick once, you gay for life. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. You know what I'm saying? You can't never come back. I don't care what he tell you. But yeah, like, boy, you done crossed the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if he is or if he ain't, I mean, I think the problem with these dudes is they give off these ideals and these views that they don't believe in or they don't participate in, and then people try to catch them in an aha moment, and then you get stuff like this, like people going into your bedroom trying to figure out what you do. I think he love his kids. I think he loves his wife, and he might want some bujana. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell it. You know what I'm saying? So, two things could be true, I guess.
I mean, okay, so the only reason why it's relevant is he does do a lot of tweets about homosexual things. Mia, do you think that people are being nosy in his life, or do you think it's relevant from his position on things?
I mean, he is a public figure. You open yourself up for the scrutiny of the public, whether we need to know or not. You can't be a public figure and not expect people to dig into your past or be curious about you or start rumors or anything. It kind of comes with the territory. But also, I mean, you can't also be a hypocrite without being called out. You can't say one thing and then go and just be that thing. I mean, I want to refute the fact that you can absolutely be homosexual and be a good parent. Specifically, you can be a gay man and be a good parent. I'm so sick and tired of everybody saying gay men. A family man. Gay men can be great family men. They are one and the same. I hate that narrative. Like, oh, well, if he's gay, he can't be a family man. No, you can absolutely be gay and be a family man. Nothing annoys me more. Plenty of gay men are great fathers, great spouses, regardless if they're in the closet or outside of the closet. It's not synonymous.
Yeah, your sexuality being on the spectrum, as long as it's not with minors, has nothing to do with how you show up in the world. People's sexuality is just on more of a spectrum than people think.
But I think, Ken, you make a really good point though, because like, just from my perspective, sorry y'all, I've grew up in like the church environment. The harder a person is, it always comes out. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's those people that are like, they just like, are like hyper focused in on this one thing. And whether it's not just about you being, part of the rainbow community. It can be anything. It can be stealing. And they're always talking about stealing and stealing. And then it turns out that they stole money. And it's like, I don't know why it's always like that, but it almost seems like the more you
it's a conviction, and people have temptations, and regardless of the fact, we're still human beings. Like, I'm with what it's Mia, not Maya. Mia, right? Okay, I'm with you on that. When you're like you're speaking out, you at least have to be 100% honest with your, with the people that you're talking to, because of the fact that you're a speaker. And if people are looking up to you, people are going to believe what you say. Now, if you're not honest and this is coming out, as a dude or as a woman, you should say, hey, you know what? I struggle with this. Yes, okay. And regardless of the fact, if you lose people or if you don't lose people, people are going to see it. And if it's true, it's going to come out regardless. So I
I
think
will say
that
that.
people should stop being hypocrites and just be honest and just say, hey, you know what? I'm not perfect. I have
Mhm.
issues. Everybody has temptations. You're not the first nor the last. I'm not the last nor the first. So at the end of the day, it's a tit for tat, because I would rather have honesty than, oh my gosh, look, he's gay. Like, just be honest. That's it. And then on top of that, I mean, again, like what Milo said, oh, his wife is crying. Then again, I would say, you know what? That's their marriage. Maybe they need to work on themselves and all that stuff. Like, just be honest, because you end up hurting other people.
But it ain't no honesty. It ain't no money in honesty, Velma. That's why
Mm.
these motherfuckers get on the internet and lie. All the money is in lying. If they gonna give me
Honestly,
$10 million,
though,
Okay,
like,
then
I'm gonna get
here's the
on
thing.
this
What
bitch and
about Ricky
lie.
Martin? Ricky Martin's gay, but he has kids. He was married to a woman, right? But he has kids.
But he doesn't present manhood a certain way.
Regardless, he's still a
Sure.
man.
No,
And
but
but
that
but then
matters though.
again, then
That
again,
matters. That
again,
matters.
that's why I said, if you're
That
going to
matters.
present yourself as a man, like, you have to lead, be ready to at least, say, I struggle with this as a
Yeah,
person.
they package man as a specific narrow thing with a certain behavior. You walk like this, you dress like this, you believe in this, you respond like this. It doesn't give a lot of wiggle room. I mean, they go very detailed down to the color of the clothes that you wear. Very anal, no pun intended.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
my
I mean,
gosh.
I honest to God want Benny
That's
Johnson
funny.
to sue Milo so he can be deposed and we'll know for sure. Because I legitimately want to see the proof. I think a lawsuit would be perfect. I want to see the court case. Nor you can go down there wherever the court case is happening. We need to
Something about
know.
the detail about his wife just seems too realistic to me. About the wife being at the
That
I
bar.
want
that's
to see
very
the
Like,
hotel
sad.
footage.
like, ooh.
I
I
want to
would
see
say
the
that's
hotel
very
footage of her
sad.
crying to
Right,
substantiate
right.
it.
I'd say it's very
So.
sad, and on top of that, just communicate, I guess.